It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Anarchy Brew Co. and it's a can of their export stout coming in at 6.8% ABV, and it's in collaboration, well, it's called Friends of Anarchy. It's in collaboration with Echec Malt Brewery. Vegan friendly, 440ml can. Now I googled this brewery and their website comes out in French. So first of all I went to Google Maps and I was like, that's really close to Germany, or is it in Austria, or is it in Italy? But you could see the lines on the border on the map and I think I can't quite work out where that is. So I went to their website and it came out in French and it was right on the border. Did look like France, to be honest. So looks like it's a French brewery. Without any more ado, without further ado, let's get this can out into a glass and see what we get. The beer is available from beersofeurope.co.uk, largest online beer store in the UK with a fantastic range of beer from all around the world. If you love beer, love trying beer in the UK or around the world, but you live in the UK, check out beersofeurope.co.uk by clicking the link in the description box of this video. We got a 3-finger tan coloured head, jet black beer in the glass. Looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic looking beer. Slow moving carbonation, jet black beer, tan coloured head, 2 to 3 finger. Let's get the aroma. Oh. I had the recently I had the Immerso, the little Immerso by Anarchy Brew Co, and that was tremendous. Really good beer. The Imperial Stout, 250ml can, but that was full on roasted malt flavours coming through. But this is like it's like a scaled back version, if you like, more of a, dare I say it, for 6.8% ABV. But dare I say it, more of a sessionable stout. Loads of roasted malt profiles coming through. Chocolate, coffee, caramel. Some vinous flavours coming through from the hops. So it's a little bit plummy, a little bit figgy. Red wine qualities coming through. Peppery, spicy. And a touch of caramel. It smells really good. Should we dive in? Cheers, everybody. It's blowing a gale out there tonight. Blowing a gale. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Wow. Back to the beer. My concentration has been whipped back into shape by this beer. Never mind the wind. Oh, fabulous. I'm going to get some more in this glass. Oh, it's got me bumping my gums. Oh. Chocolate, coffee, caramel. But for me, it's the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel makes this beer thick, rich, creamy, massive depth to it. Beautiful vinous, plummy, figgy, peppery, spicy flavours coming on the back end, and that's what I'm talking about that right now, because that's what's hitting me right now. First of all, the flavours was of chocolate, coffee and caramel. Then it went over to spicy and bitter and plum and fig and prune flavours coming through. Beautiful beer. And that's the hops. When you put quite a few hops in with roasted malt, instead of the beer being, if it was a light beer, it would be passion fruit, mango, citrus, grapefruit, fleshy blood orange, dare I say it. You've heard me say that a number of times before. But when you add roasted malt to the beer, it didn't send the hops off in a different direction. It's still the same hops, of course. It didn't, like, no chemical reaction going on. It just makes them taste different, and that taste is, for me anyway, it might differ from person to person, really vinous, plum and fig and prune and beautiful, beautiful. But have a look at this. I've left that for a minute or two whilst I've spoken, and look at that beautiful looking beer. Great lacing on the glass. As you rock the beer back and forth, you can see the carbonation there chasing the head up the glass. Let's get another aroma. Look at that. I love getting my nose in and drinking at the same time, so really exhale. Try it if you've never done it. If you're new to craft beer, if you're new to beer, try this. So exhale and then breathe in and drink your beer at the same time. You really maximise all of the flavours that are in the beer. Really creamy depth, really big fat chunky kind of mouthfeel to it. I've not had a look at the ingredients on the back of the can yet. I imagine there's loads of oats, maybe a touch of lactose, but I would say more wheat and oats in the beer to really give that big creamy thick consistency. What a beer though. What a beer. And the reason why the beer is so thick and gloopy, and almost like you want to get a knife and fork out the drawer there and chop it up to drink it, it really is that fast. The reason it's like that is because if you think about going to a coffee shop and you have a latte, some kind of big macchiato Italian style, pardon me, milky coffee, it's big and it's thick and it's creamy. Think about some caramel, some sticky caramel, same thing. It's big and thick and gloopy. Same as chocolate. If you were to hold some bitter dark chocolate in your hand on a warm summer's day, the chocolate would soon melt, but if you put it in your mouth it would become thick and gloopy and a big thick mouthfeel. So the reason why the brewers brew beers with such a big fat mouthfeel is because them flavours are in the beer and they want to replicate them same flavours in the beer. They want to replicate that mouthfeel. It makes it more comfortable. See, I have had they're called dry Irish stouts. I have had stouts in the past that have been quite drinkable, quite refreshing, and have them same flavours, but it's not for me. I don't like a thin stout. I really don't like a thin stout. For me, a stout with them flavours has to be big, thick, creamy and bold. Which this is in abundance. Right, hops are Chinook, malts are extra, pale, dark crystal, crystal 150, dextrin, chocolate malt, roasted barley, dark Munich, then rye. There's that spiciness I was talking about. That's generally from the rye in the beer. Then you've got oat malt and flaked oats. And it's the oat malt and flaked oats, the last couple of ingredients before the yeast, which is California ale yeast. It's that thick creaminess that the oats produce in the beer. Wonderful. Now, I want to have a chat with you guys. I think we've pinned a date. I think we've pinned the tail on the donkey with this one, so to speak. We've got a date. Now, Anarchy Brew Co. are going to be my next Tuesday night live. I'm going to be interviewing the guys from Anarchy Brew Co. And it's going to be 7 PM start on a Tuesday. And off the top of my head, without looking at emails and calendars and stuff like that, it's the 14th. It's Tuesday, the 14th of July at 7 PM on the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. If you want to see me have a drink along with the guys from Anarchy Brew Co., drink some of their beer on the live chat, have a chat, you can ask your questions to them. I'll ask them some questions at the same time. Then join. Put the date in your diary, order some of the beer. It's a drink along event, so you'll be able to order the beers, the Anarchy Brew Co. beers, from beersofeurope.co.uk. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to rate this one. That's the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, where we just switch it on live on the mobile phone and we just talk. It'd be on my Mac actually. be on the Mac, because we got to download different softwares to get this, to get other people on. So it's on my Mac. But anyway, let's rate this. Love the lacing, love the aroma, love the taste, fantastic look to the beer. I can really give it a big rigorous rock back and forth now, and you can see that carbonation chasing the head of the glass. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!